Chapter 1: The Millionaire Mindset. Thinking like the 1%. Scarcity versus abundance. Thinking. The average person often views money as limited. They live paycheck to paycheck, worried about running out. This constant anxiety around expenses creates a self-limiting cycle of fear-based decisions. In contrast, the 1% operate from an abundance mindset. They believe opportunities are everywhere and wealth is infinite when leveraged correctly. This shift in perspective transforms how decisions are made. Instead of saying, "I can't afford it," they ask, "How can I afford it?" The abundance mindset doesn't mean blind optimism. It means believing in your ability to create value and build wealth by solving problems and taking calculated risks. For example, during a recession, the average person cuts spending and hoards cash. The wealthy see it as a time to invest in undervalued assets, whether it's stocks, real estate, or businesses. They understand that fortunes are made during downturns and harvested during booms. Delayed gratification and long-term vision. The wealthy understand that wealth is built over time. They practice delayed gratification, avoiding short-term pleasures for long-term gain. This mindset is illustrated in the classic marshmallow test. Children who delayed eating one marshmallow to get two later showed greater life success. The 1% think in decades, not days. They plant seeds today that might grow in 10 years. This long-term focus allows them to make more rational decisions and avoid the pitfalls of impulsive financial behavior. For instance, rather than buying the newest car or gadgets each year, they invest in assets that appreciate over time. They understand the power of compounding, not just in finance, but in knowledge, habits, and relationships. Each small decision made today compounds into significant results in the future. Asset over income mentality. Most people focus on earning more salary. The wealthy focus on accumulating assets that generate income passively. An asset is something that puts money in your pocket, like stocks, rental properties, or businesses. The 1% prioritize building their asset portfolio instead of working more hours. Instead of asking, "How can I earn more per hour?" they ask, "How can I buy something that earns while I sleep?" This mentality is why many wealthy individuals live below their means, even when they earn millions, because they're always focused on buying income-producing assets rather than indulging in lifestyle inflation. Assets give freedom. They continue to pay you even when you're not working. This is how the 1% eventually detach their time from their income. Chapter 2: Money Systems. How the rich organize their finances. The 5-bucket system. Wealthy people structure their income across distinct buckets. Essentials, 50% rent. Bills, groceries, the basic necessities for survival and stability. Freedom fund, 10% emergency fund. Long-term savings. This protects against life's surprises and provides peace of mind. Investments, 20% stocks, real estate, startups. These are the engines of wealth. Learning, 10% courses, books, coaching, because growth never stops. Fun, 10% travel, hobbies, experiences, enjoying life without guilt. This allocation ensures that they enjoy life while still growing their net worth. Every dollar has a purpose, and this clarity prevents overspending and ensures continual growth. Automated wealth. The rich automate everything they can. Investments auto-deducted from their accounts. They set up recurring transfers to investment accounts every month, just like a bill. The bills paid on autopilot. This avoids late fees and reduces cognitive load. Budgeting apps that track and alert them to trends. They use tools to flag irregularities, monitor spending patterns, and analyze financial health. Automation removes emotion and inconsistency. It builds discipline without effort. Automation is the reason they succeed even on their worst days. Tax strategies of the wealthy. The rich don't evade taxes, they optimize legally. Taxes are often the biggest expense for wealthy individuals, so they learn the rules and play the game wisely. Write-offs, business meals, travel, home office. These reduce taxable income. Depreciation, especially in real estate. Depreciating property value on paper while it appreciates in real life. Capital gains, long-term investments are taxed lower than regular income. Entity structure, LLCs, S-corp, holding companies, used to shift income, reduce liability, and qualify for deductions. With the help of CPAs and legal experts, they ensure every dollar is taxed strategically. It's not about paying nothing, it's about paying efficiently. Net worth tracking and budgeting tools. Wealthy individuals monitor their net worth religiously. Net worth is the ultimate scoreboard, not income. Chapter 3: Income Multiplication. How the 1% build wealth streams. Key focus: your job alone won't make you rich. The wealthy create income ecosystems, multiple streams of revenue that grow and support each other. They leverage active income as a foundation but rapidly move into passive and scalable sources. Active versus passive income. Explain. The first step is understanding the difference. Active income. This is money you earn by trading your time and effort directly, salaries, freelancing, consulting. It's limited because there are only so many hours in a day. Passive income, money that flows in with little ongoing effort. Examples include rental income, dividends, royalties, and business profits where you are not the sole worker. Why the rich start active and transition to passive. Most wealthy people begin with active income, they need capital to invest. But their goal is to create systems where money works for them, freeing up time and reducing risk. They invest earnings from their job or business into passive income streams. Over time, passive income often surpasses active income, creating financial independence. Example, Warren Buffett worked actively early in his career but now generates most wealth passively through investments. Business ownership. Owning a business is the number one vehicle of wealth for the 1%. Why? Unlimited income potential. Unlike salaried jobs, businesses can scale infinitely. Tax advantages. Businesses can deduct expenses that individuals cannot. Asset creation. Business equity can be sold, leveraged, or passed on. Productized services. This means packaging a service into a repeatable, scalable product, e.g., subscription coaching, SaaS, software as a service, or digital marketing. Services, personal brand leverage. The wealthy often build personal brands to amplify their businesses. Think Elon Musk or Oprah. Their reputation and network create new income streams from speaking engagements, endorsements, or product sales. Investing. In operations, successful entrepreneurs reinvest profits into improving systems, hiring talent, and expanding market reach. This reinvestment accelerates growth. Stock market and index investing. Despite media hype around hot stocks or memes, the wealthy invest conservatively and strategically. Index funds, e.g., S&P 500, provide broad market exposure, reducing risk while capturing market growth. Dividend stocks offer regular income payouts, which can be reinvested or used as cash flow. ETFs, exchange-traded funds, offer easy diversification across sectors or themes. Power of compound interest. Albert Einstein called compound interest the eighth wonder of the world. By reinvesting dividends and gains over decades, small regular investments grow exponentially. Example, investing $500 monthly from age 25 to 65 at a 7% return can grow to over $900,000. Real estate and leverage. Real estate is a cornerstone of wealth. Because it combines appreciation, property values generally increase over time. Cash flow, rental income can cover mortgage payments and provide profit. Tax benefits, depreciation, mortgage interest deductions, and 1031 exchanges, in the U.S., reduce taxable income. How the rich use leverage. They borrow money at low interest rates, mortgages, to control properties worth much more than their cash invested. This amplifies returns but requires smart management to avoid overleverage. Cash flow properties versus long-term appreciation. Some investors prioritize properties that generate monthly income, apartments, commercial spaces. Others buy land or homes in growth areas for appreciation, intellectual property and licensing. Wealthy individuals build income streams from ideas and creativity, books, royalties from best-selling titles. Online courses, teaching skills with unlimited sales potential. Music, royalties from streaming, radio play. Patents, licensing inventions to manufacturers. These assets require upfront work but can generate income indefinitely with minimal ongoing effort. Example, Tim Ferriss built wealth through books, courses, and podcast sponsorships. Using debt to get rich. Not all debt is bad. The rich distinguish between good debt, borrowing to invest or grow assets that generate more income than the debt cost. Bad debt, borrowing for depreciating assets or consumables, credit card debt, expensive cars. Chapter 4, Legacy and Protection. How the rich stay rich. Key focus, making money is only half the battle. The 1% protect and grow their wealth for generations through careful planning, risk management, and strategic philanthropy. Generational wealth planning. The wealthy build structures to transfer wealth efficiently, wills, legal documents dictating asset distribution. Trusts, entities that hold assets to avoid probate, protect privacy, and reduce taxes. Family offices, private teams that manage all aspects of a family's wealth, investments, taxes, philanthropy, and education. Billionaires often create complex estate plans to minimize inheritance taxes and keep assets intact across generations.